Hello students, today we are going to conclude this chapter 6 application of derivative. So today also we are going to discuss some important question from examination point of view. In order to that, first I am going to start with the question number 15. Let's try to understand what the meaning of the question and what is the requirement of the question frame. Now here what the question is, show that the altitude of a right circular cone. Altitude of a cone, that means here is talking about a height of a cone. So here you have to prove that the height of a cone with a maximum volume that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius r is a 4r by 3. So we are having one sphere with a radius small r, and inside the sphere we are having one cone, and the relation in between the radius of a sphere and the height of the cone we are going to be established as a h is equal to 4r upon 3. This is the main question, and this everything you will work out for a maximum volume regarding the cone. So here first of all try to understand the diagram related to the question, and then try to link up given parameter with the diagram. So here we are having one sphere and inside this sphere a cone is constructed with the height h. This is a cone. This is center of the one surface, you can say. Radius of the sphere is available as a smaller, it is given to us. So this is also to be considered as a radius. Now height of a cone we will consider as a small h. This is the height of a cone. Being a sphere, it will contain only the radius. Now here one perpendicular from the center we are going to be drawn on the base of the cone. Here the base of the cone you will consider like this. It will also have certain radius form. So that we have to talk about. This is the base AB. This is, you can say, O, and this point you can consider as a C. Now what is to be shown over here, that height of this cone means what we have to establish a relation to show for maximum volume of cone h is equal to 4r upon 3. So this relation we have to establish for existence of maximum volume regarding the cone. So here obviously we will talk about the volume of a cone inscribed in this spherical shape. Now first we will find out some unknown parameters or some missing parameters to find out its volume. To find out the volume of a cone we require two things, which is based on the formula based for the volume. Here we require volume of a cone we are having as a 1 upon 3 pi. Its radius is to be defined first to make it define over here as a volume form. So here this AC means radius of the cone we will take as capital R. So let radius of cone is equal to capital R, whereas radius, this is just for reference I have written here, radius of a sphere, it was small r. Now one more thing, we will take it as height of cone be small h. So these are the three parameters we will talk about. As this full distance from here to here, this you can write as a CD. So say CD we are having as a h. Here if you talk about this triangle form, it is being a altitude means it is a 90 degrees. So here Pythagoras you can implement. So before implying the Pythagoras, this height we are in need of, that is OC. So in this triangle ACO, where your angle ACO is a 90 degree because it is being a perpendicular one, and altitude you have drawn from this first, and that is point D. Now from here OC you can define as CD minus OD, that is CD minus OD. CD is what? Height of the cone, that is H, minus OD, it is R. So this way this OC will be defined to you. Now we will talk about this triangular form and the Pythagoras application. Now again in triangle ACO, what we can write? R square is equal to, this is capital R square plus H minus R whole square. Now from here make it square, solve. This is R square plus H square plus R square minus 2HR. From here this R square will cut, and from here this R square is to be separate out as this 2RH will shift over there minus H square. So this relation you will use to find out its volume. Now volume of the cone we will discuss. So this is the question part. Volume of a cone, what you will have? V is equal to 1 upon 3 pi. Now R square, R with respect to this cone what you are having, that is only we have to write, that is R square, and height of the cone, that is your H. Now here you can see this R square already you have turned in form of H, where R is being a constant, means spherical bath is fixed, radius of a sphere is being fixed. So this R you will treat as a constant quantity, whereas this H is a variable one. So here this R square we will replace by this previous relation. So this will be your 1 upon 3 pi R square, what is that? 2HR minus H square into H. Make it multiply by H, 2RH square minus H cube. As your R is being constant quantity, H is being a variable, so you can say this whole expression is turned as a function in form of H. So here in place of V we can express this one as a H for more conveniency. Now this is available for first derivative. You will talk about maxima and minima and then establish the relation for R and H. Now for first derivation, so differentiate with respect to H. So this is f dash H, that is pi by 3 constant. Here it will be 4RH minus 3H square. For maxima and minima, here in relation, in between relation N and H and R, we will find it out over here only. So for maxima or minima, your f dash H will turn to 0. So let's say compare with the 0 and find out the H and R relation. Now here, if you compare first derivative is equal to 0, this is being a constant quantity, from here H we can take common. So this is 4R minus 3H is equal to 0. H can't be a negative quantity, so obviously 4R minus 3H will turn to 0. 3H is equal to 4R. H is equal to 4R upon 3. This we have derived. Only one thing is remain, that at this H evaluation, this volume is maxima or minima, and for that purpose second derivative we will require here. Now as your first derivative was pi upon 3 4RH minus 3H square. Now go for second derivation, so further differentiate with respect to H. Go for second derivation. Now as a second derivation, we are having the function as f double dash H, that will give you this pi upon 3 4r minus 6h. H what we have evaluated? 4r upon 3, that you will substitute here for checking of its sign, positive or negative. That will make sure that volume is positive or negative. Minus 6h. H it was what? 4r upon 3. So here go for taking LCM, or even you can cut it. Pi upon 3 4r minus 8r. So finally what you are having? Pi upon 3 minus 4r means minus 4 pi r upon 3. So it is being a negative quantity. So here you can say that h is equal to 4r upon 3 volume of the cone is maximum, and it was asked in the question frame. So this is also one of the important question, because this relation you are going to be established here. So the next question we are going to attend is a question number 17, that is almost of the same category, but inside the sphere in place of cone a cylinder is being discussed. So obviously the interrelations will be changed. Now, as we were talking about question number 17, try to understand what are the information available and what we are going to be find it out. In question number 17, it is to be shown that the height of a cylinder of maximum volume. Here, in place of cone, cylinder is being discussed. It is also containing the maximum volume that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius capital R is 2r by under root 3, means h, height of a cylinder, h is 2 capital R by under root 3, and we have to find out its volume also. So here one thing is changed. In place of a cone, now inside a sphere we are having a cylindrical shape. Whereas radius of the sphere is available with capital R. So this you can suppose as radius of a sphere. Now here also height of a cylindrical or cylinder you can suppose as a h. So obviously this height will be also considered as a h, and being a sphere means if you cut it you will find a circle. So from here to here it will be your just half h by 2, because the maximum cylindrical path you are talking about. So here this is a base of a cylinder. Radius of this cylinder or the base you can suppose as small r. If your capital R is given, the another one you suppose as a smaller. If smaller is given, for the another shape you can suppose as a capital R. So vice versa it can be taken. Now from the basic concept you can say this height will be half of your height of this total cylinder, because it is going to be make it just half, as your radius is being a symmetry about the shape. So here you can see this triangle, we will talk about a right angle, that is A. This you can take as a O. This is B. This you can take as a C. And height you can take it as a D. Means CD is the height of a cylinder. R is a radius of a cylinder and capital R is a radius of a sphere. So in this triangle you can discuss right angle property, that is hypotenuse, altitude and base. Now here just we define what are the parameter we have supposed and what is already available. So here we write radius of a sphere is equal to capital R. It is given to us. Secondly, let radius of a cylinder is equal to small r, and height of a cylinder is equal to small h. What we have to prove is to prove h is equal to 2 r upon under root 3 for maximum volume of cylinder. So here again for volume we will talk about regarding the cylinder, and maxima minima we will discuss at this height. Now first we will go for finding the interrelation in between the triangles. So here in triangle ACO, r square is equal to small r square plus h by 2 whole square. So this is r square, small r square, h square by 4. From here this r square is to be separated out because volume, this r will be used. That's why this is to be separated out with the constant quantity and variable. So this is r square minus h square by 4. Now volume we will define volume of a cylinder. V is equal to pi. Radius of the cylinder is small r. So here you will use small r. Height of the cylinder is small h. So this is pi r square h. Now this r square you replace by this relation is pi r square minus h square by 4 into h. Here you can see r is a radius of a sphere which is a constant quantity. So obviously h is a variable. So this you can express as a function in terms of h for more conveniency. So function in terms of h, that is pi h r square minus h cube by 4. Now this is available for further solution as a differentiation. So now differentiate with respect to h. So f dash h, that is pi 2h r square minus 3 h square upon 4. Now for maxima and minima, this interrelation we will find it out. So for maxima or minima, f dash h will turn to 0, means pi r square minus 3h square by 4 will turn to 0. Further this will give you r square minus 3h square by 4, 0, means 3h square by 4 is equal to r square. So h you can write as here what we are having, h square is 4r square upon 3. On taking it square root, h is a height, so obviously the positive quantity only you will consider upon under root 3. Now for this h and r relation, you will check it out whether it is a maxima or minima. So differentiate second time your first derivation. R square is being constant, so differentiate f double dash h pi, this is 0 minus 6 h upon 4, 6 pi h upon 4. Whatever the value of h you are going to be substitute, it is not going to affect its sign, it will be a negative quantity. So this you can write as a minus 3 by 2 pi. This is a 2r by under root 3. If you want to make it short up, it can be minus under root 3 pi n r, which is being a negative quantity. Here also you can conclude about your solution form, because h is positive, so definitely it will give you a same sign. So here you can say that at h is equal to 2r by under root 3, volume of a cylinder is maximum inside a sphere. So this way it doesn't matter that if your shape is going to be changed inside already given shape. It depends only the parameters which is going to be affect your volume, or sometime it may be asked about the surface area. So that is the main thing you have to keep in your mind, and the parameter you can suppose from your side. So accordingly the answer form will be changed, but the final answer form is not going to be changed anyhow. Now the last and the most important question I am going to discuss, that is your question number 18. Now we are going to discuss last question 18, in which one cone is available and inside a cone a cylinder is being described, and here the relation in between height of a cone and height of the cylinder is to be established as this h is equal to small h by 3. That is to be proved, and two more things are to be proved over here. So before I make you explain all these things, let's try to understand your question form. You have to show that height of a cylinder of a greatest volume means this h, which can be inscribed in a right circular cone with height h and semi-vertical angle alpha is 1/3 of the cone. Means what we are going to be proved, that h is equal to h by 3. This is to be established relation, and the greatest volume also we have to establish as a given relation form. For that purpose we have drawn one diagram in which you try to understand what are the parameter we are having. This is your cone and cylinder. Inside the cone we have described. Radius of a cone is written as a smaller, height of a cone is h, semi-vertical angle we have taken as alpha, radius of a cylinder is capital R, height of the cylinder is capital H. So for one diagram we are having small one, for one we are having a capital one. Now here if you look at these two triangles, half of this portion, half of this cone, you can see one small triangle is inside this big one, and from your angle rule, here 3 angle means this is one, this is being a common one, and this is being a 90 degree. So this way these 3 angles are same in these two triangle. These two triangle means here this is CDB, means this big one C, D and B, and the small one that is M, Q and B. These two are congruent, and if two triangles are congruent, so respective or corresponding side you can write with the division or with the comparison form. So that is only we have written here. Height of this with respect to the height of this cylinder. So h by h. Radius of this cone means capital R, and here with respect to this triangle, this length is required, so this is R minus capital R. So that only we have written. From here, height of the cylinder is to be separate out. Now one more thing, this h and R we can relate with this using semi-vertical angle. So tan alpha you can describe as a R by h. So R will be h is equal to tan alpha. So this R you will replace in this form. So let's try to convert this in form of a alpha over here. H tan of alpha minus R. This is cancel out, make them separate out. So this will give you H minus R upon tan of alpha. This is your H. Now we will talk about the volume of this cylinder. Volume of cylinder. V will be your pi. Height of the cylinder h square. Radius of the cylinder is your r. Now h already you have described in form of this is your 1 upon volume is your pi r square h. H you go for substitute here. What already we are having? H tan of alpha minus r. H is being fixed as the height of the cone. So this will be considered as a function in terms of r. So this r square upon tangent we will make it multiply inside the bracket. So finally this will give you pi r square tan cut, it is h minus pi r cube upon tan of alpha. So here you can see this is totally converted in form of a r, means it can be expressed as a function in terms of r. So make it differentiate once. This will give you f double dash r means 2 pi r h minus 3 pi r square upon tan of theta. For maxima and minima here we will talk about. Now here for maxima or minima, your f dash r kept as a 0 means 2 pi r h minus 3 pi r square upon tan of alpha, make it 0. Go for comparison. From here, one r cut, this pi is also cut, so r will be separate out as a 2h tan of alpha upon 3. So for this r everything will be work out. Now h we will find out as a small form. So and for this r if you will find out a second derivative, it will give you negative solution. So just for checking, at this r, your f dash r will come out with the negative quantity. You can check it out. Definitely you will get it. Now, h it was h minus r upon tan of alpha. So here r we will substitute as 2h upon tan alpha upon 3. This is tan alpha already there. Tan alpha cut. H minus 2h by 3. Go for taking LCM. So this will give you h by 3. So capital H you are getting is h by 3. This is the relation it was required. So this is a one solution we are having. Now the next and the last thing is remain evaluation of a volume. That was V volume V is equal to pi r square h. Here r and h both you will substitute. R square, that means 4 h square tan square alpha upon 9 into h. H it was h by 3. Now make them multiply. 9 into 3 27. This is 4 h cube tan square alpha. Now this is the only relation we required as a V. So only your work is to be check it out that whether at this r you are getting the second derivative 0 less than 0 or greater than 0. Definitely you will get it less than 0. So evaluation of this volume will be this much. So these are the two parameters it was required in a question form. This is one of the important question. So with this question, this chapter I am going to conclude. In next lecture I will start with the integration. So till then you get revise all the formula of the derivation, because integration totally based on the derivation. It is a reverse order. So please get revise all the basic point regarding differentiation. Thank you.